It is Friday the 16th, I think. Yep, Friday, February 16th, 11:28 in the morning. I just got started. I haven't really gotten much dash footage this week that I can use. Of course, some of it I haven't reviewed yet. So what might happen is I might have to combine some weeks for my Friday fun day. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe today I'll get a bunch of stuff. I don't know. The drop-off looks like it might be an apartment, though, over here in Justin, and I can't hardly tell. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Okay, I think I know where it's at. See, at one time over here in Justin, because they've been doing a crap ton of development over the recent years, but for the longest time, Justin, this tiny little country town, nobody there, real small. I think they had maybe one or two apartments, but it was like those apartments where there's like 4 units, and it's been there like 50 years. But recently they just built an apartment complex, and I think they maybe got some other complexes on the way. I'm not really sure. They're definitely building a crap ton of houses, which I'm not a fan of. I don't like this because I've been through this before. I've talked about it in videos in the past, stuff I haven't posted. But I've been through this before, where you have a small country town that's quiet and pretty. It's got good schools, and it's just a really good place to live. And then the developers get a hold of it and just absolutely destroy the town. They destroy the culture of the town. They destroy what made it so nice. And of course, people that move in on mass don't realize what's going on, because they're moving more freaking construction. God damn it. I really want to turn left there, because I just wasted my time driving this way. But I don't know if they've got the railroad tracks blocked or something. I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, left lane closed ahead. I wasn't even paying attention to these signs. Road work, yeah. God dang it. I was talking, I wasn't paying attention to the signs. Road work ahead, left lane closed. There you go. More construction. Probably completely unnecessary stuff. Okay, you see this all the time. Guy's got his dog in the back of his truck. The road I'm on, you can go at speeds, depending on how far you go. You can go at speeds between, say, 50 and 75. So, median speed about 60 miles an hour down this road. Right? He's got his dog in the back. Now, what if he hits a bump or something? Has to stomp on his brakes real hard. I know, people do it all the time. That's my point. Now, if you got a little truck, there's barely any room in the cab, even then I would try to fit him in up there. That's one thing though. Maybe you're not going very far, it's a country road, there's a lot of different exceptions, I guess. But on a road like this, he obviously has room up there in the cab for the dog. Who knows why he even has to have the dog with him. I wouldn't do it. I've even seen it before where they didn't even have the dog in the cab like that. It was a complete flat bottom, no sides. I don't know what you call that. Back of the truck where there's no sides to it. It's just flat. And still have their dog sitting back there, and they're going down a road doing 70 miles an hour. I've seen that before. And just because the dog doesn't look distressed doesn't mean they're not. believe me, I'm not going to be donating to PETA anytime soon. I'm not that kind of a person. Everything I talk about is just common sense. Just thinking about things. Don't just do it because somebody else did it. Don't just do something. Don't just keep doing something because you've always done it that way. Think about what you're doing. I just want to kind of give this as an example of what I talk about when I say that, besides license plates having to be just, displayed, of course, they have to be visible. So you see in front of me, you see this all the time. This is just an example. You can't read this license plate because it's so dirty. So if I was a cop, I would be probably pulling this person over if I didn't have anything better to do. Pulling them over, just tell them, as long as I don't find anything else out and they're nice and cooperative, I just tell them, hey, just, FYI, your license plate's dirty. You can't have it like that. You got to clean it off because it's got to be readable. It can't be just visible. You got to be able to read it. And then I'd send them on my way. Send them on their way. Just did a delivery to this building in front of me. It's not really anything postable. I just wanted to talk about it. I did a delivery a while back, a couple months ago, to here. It was the first time. The money wasn't that great. I think it was like from Sonic or something. Anyways, the instructions were pretty vague too, if I remember right. But the added special instructions. But following the GPS, it actually took me around to the back of this building. I didn't even know it was taking me to this building. I was just following the GPS because there's a lot of these office complexes around here. The crazy thing about that day too, it was kind of drizzling, a little bit of rain, and you know what? I don't think I can. Yeah, I can. I was trying to see. They're one of these crossovers you can't go on. It's blocked. I couldn't remember if it's this one or not. But anyways, it's blocked to my left. That's where it is. It's my left. Okay, so I can go this way. So it took me around to the back. In the back, there's it's all covered parking, and the non-covered parking is there's not much to it. It's hard to explain. There was no cars. So as I'm pulling, I'm pretty sure this is not where I'm supposed to be. But what was I supposed to do, right? I guess I should have just right away texted the customer, but with a lot of things like that, I don't know, maybe it's pride. I try to figure it out on my own first. Cops got somebody pull over up here or something. I was trying to stay over there in that lane so you could see it. It's a it's Trophy Club. Trophy Club's got somebody pull over. Anyways, I try to find it and figure it out on my own before I just immediately text the customer, which is probably not a good idea. As soon as I know for sure I have no idea where to go, I should be calling or texting the customer and not wasting my time. But that's what I did. I got out. Thought maybe I could find the door I needed to go into, but like I said, it's a giant office complex, and I was on the complete wrong side of the building anyways. And try to make a long story short, I did end up texting, contact the customer. At first, whoever I was talking to when I called the number in the phone, it was a female that answered, and then I was talking to a guy, and that was the actual customer. So I don't know who the first person was I talked to. But anyways, I figured out, I need to go, I drove around to the front and was able to hand it off to him. But I wasted probably a good 15, 20 minutes extra unnecessarily on the order. I'd kind of find out that, the guy who put in the order, they do like a lot of people do, they assume the GPS is going to take you right to the front, So whatever special instructions they had was based on that assumption. Anyway, so the order I just dropped off, that's the second time I went to that building, and it was a lot of instructions. They did a better job this time on telling you where to be, but it still would have been confusing if I hadn't been there before. But one of the things I want to talk about, it's obviously like any office complex, there's multiple suites in the complex of different businesses. And the one I went to, it said Robot Lab or Robo Lab. So I guess they design or develop like robots in there. I don't know. It was weird, kind of interesting. But you go up to this big double glass door. You can see straight in, and it's a really large area. You know, it's not cubicles or anything. It's, you know, people sitting around at large tables. You know, and there's a doorbell to ring.
In 1,000 feet, turn right.
There's a doorbell to ring, and so I ring it, and you can hear it. It rings through the whole freaking office space. I mean, it's this really large open office space, and it rang through the whole office space. And everybody in there stops what they're doing and looks up at me like at once. It was kind of embarrassing. Anyways, you know, if I'd worn my body cam, it would have been something worth posting, but all you got is me talking about it. So, anyway. I kind of was late on the camera here. This two girls and the kids walking or with them, they were right in the middle of the road, all four of them, right in the middle of the road for the last minute or so. Middle of the street. I wish I'd turned the camera on just a little bit sooner, because you got it just as they were getting off the street, but they were right in the middle, and the little kids, they're just doing whatever they're allowed to do. And I don't know how the girls were with them, but obviously they're older and they should know better. Anyways, I don't know if this is a wreck over here. I don't know if that's coming up on the camera or not. You got two cars, white one and a darker one behind it, pulled over to the side. That is, they're still in a lane, blocking the lane. That's not a turning lane. I really can't tell if that's showing up on the camera or not. But anyways, the car in the person in the front, the driver for the car in the front is talking to the car behind them, or was. Now they're going back to their car. They could just be together, but I have a feeling this might have been a wreck, like a fender bender or something. Anyways, my light's green, so I gotta go now. The driver in the front car...
Turn left onto Texas 114 West.
The driver in the front car... Hold on, it's about to say something else.
Continue on Texas 114 West for half a mile.
The driver in the front car was making a phone call just before I had to go. But had to, before I got a green light. And sorry, I'm trying to adjust this camera back. So, I mean, who knows? I couldn't see any damage, but if it's a fender bender, then obviously I wouldn't be able to, probably, from where I was at. Anyway, just thought I'd get that on there. Yeah, you'll see up here, shoot, cars are blocking it, but those cars I was showing earlier, now there's like a fire truck over there with their lights on. I think you can see the fire truck now. Somebody's honking. I don't know what they're honking about. Anyways, there's a fire truck over there. I can't see if there's a police vehicle yet. Well, it might be two fire trucks. Wow. Okay, one fire truck, ambulance. No, it's not a fire truck, it's just another truck. I don't know what happened. Maybe it wasn't even a wreck. I don't know what happened. whatever it was, when I came up to the light, it had just happened. Sorry you couldn't see much, but there's not much I can do about that. I'm in traffic. I can't just stop. Okay, now I'm coming back the other direction on the eastbound side of 114. Again, I'm trying to see if I can't get any more footage of what's going on over here. Like I said in the last clip, they had moved. They didn't move. The ambulance, the fire truck was gone. The other supporting emergency vehicle was gone. So all that was left that I could see was the ambulance. But the ambulance was now over in like the Nukes parking lot, the Nukes restaurant parking lot. And the cars that were over here and blocking the lane, those were gone. So it's possible. Dollar General, I'm not doing that. It's possible. Yeah, there it is. See? It's not Nukes, it was Buffalo Wild Wings. Right over to the right. It's possible that the ambulance just got another call that was right there. This happened to be in the same area, but I think probably, or what's more likely, is somebody needed medical attention possibly, and rather than keeping the lane blocked, they just moved. And it could be that it wasn't even a wreck. Maybe somebody was having trouble, another car stopped to see what was going on. Person in that other car was having, like I said, some sort of medical issue, so they called an ambulance. But that's why they moved the cars. See, I don't have an order, so let me see if I can turn right here. Oh, it's Fort Worth police over there. They don't have their lights on, but there's Fort Worth police officers over there. Gosh, I can't freaking see. The lady that was in the white car from earlier, I saw her there, but I couldn't, when looking real fast, I couldn't see the other car. But, it seems like the other car was the issue and not the lady in the white car. I keep saying car because I don't know what the make and models were. They're like those, SUV crossover type vehicles, I think, if I remember right. But yeah, the lady that was in the front vehicle that I saw getting on the phone from the very first clip, I saw her over there. She's walking around. She was walking around, she wasn't on a gurney or anything like that. And I saw two Fort Worth police over there. One was in the parking lot, one was parked. But they did not have their lights on. So who knows? It's curious. You see crap like that all the time, but when you're driving around doing DoorDash, stuff like that stands out a whole lot more. That's why I make a big deal about it.